Okay guys, I'm finally showing you my fiance. No. This is my best friend, Michaela. I'm visiting her in Chicago, and she so graciously is allowing me to vlog. So she's plant-based too. I'm gonna be showing you what we're eating when we're here, and we're gonna get started with lunch. Okay, it was super bright in here, and then a thunderstorm just rolled in, so it's super dark, but Michaela and I are having sandwiches for lunch. So we did soy curls. These were marinated in coconut aminos and some maple syrup. And then I put on a pan sheet here just zucchini and some bell peppers, steamed up some red onions, and then got some roasted red peppers, some pickles, and then we have some lettuce, some tomato. So we're gonna make up some sandwiches now. The soy curls, I put hot water on them to rehydrate them, and then they were in the oven at 425 until cooked through. Let me show you guys the finished product. I like my soy curls on the side because I just love them. Zucchini, and I'll open up the sandwich. Full sandwich. Okay, time to eat. All right guys, it's time for dinner. I haven't showered yet. I went in the sauna. Anyway, we're gonna be making Healthy Dad's tofu ginger, but as you know, when I don't have my Ninja Creamy, I have to get something for dessert. So I got these Good Pops, and there's no sugar added. They're just made from juice. Put those in the freezer for now. So we already have tofu, and then we got some water chestnuts, bean sprouts, a bunch of mushrooms, liquid aminos, garlic, and I'm gonna add in peppers and onions. So let's get this all chopped up. Let's get some tofu marinated and baking, and we'll get it going. Michaela and I get along so well because she's like, yep, I know what I'm gonna enjoy, whatever you make, so make whatever you want. That's why I love her. And she just went down to sit in the sauna, and I'm making us dinner. So I'm just gonna marinate this tofu. Go ahead and bake it now because it's late. One of those days. Tofu is on parchment paper, marinated, and I'm gonna throw it in the oven, 425, about a half hour. It's best to air fry this, but we don't have an air fryer. By the way, this cutting board, Michaela's dad makes cutting boards, so I'm gonna link him down below. So if you wanna buy one of these beautiful handmade cutting boards from Michaela's dad, you can do so. We're gonna chop up our veggies, mushrooms, the bean sprouts are good to go, as are the water chestnuts. So we just have to chop up the peppers, onions, and I'm not even in the frame. This is what happens when you're not in your own kitchen. We just have to chop up the peppers, onions, and mushrooms. I believe Healthy Dad cuts off the top of the garlic as so and just roasts it. So we're gonna do that because that's how Healthy Dad does it. And then we'll get everything else in the skillet. Tofu is all cooked up. It looks like the garlic is ready to be squeezed into the skillet. And the skillet has everything in it. And I just added in the bean sprouts and the water chestnuts. So I'll let all that cook together with the garlic. Obviously, I have packed with me my vitamin B12 and my vitamin D3. I don't go anywhere without them, and especially when I'm traveling, I need to make sure I have energy. So honestly, not medical advice, just something I personally do. I double up on the B12 when I'm traveling, and I definitely feel an increase in energy. Again, not medical advice, just something that I do. And making sure I'm getting enough D3, of course, because I don't want to be inflamed, and low D means inflammation. So I have got these. Good morning, guys. So I got a workout in this morning, and now it is time for breakfast. So I told you guys about this in my last vlog. This Heidelberg bread, I don't know how I haven't discovered this until now, but this is shelf stable bread. You literally find it with all of the other sandwich bread, and the only ingredients are unbleached, unbromated flour, water, wheat, salt, and yeast. So I'm super impressed by this. So I'm gonna be having some toast with, Michaela is so graciously, she gets this at Aldi, or Aldi, however you say it. It is guac that is just made from avocados, pineapple, red onions, peppers. So it's pineapple guac. So I'm gonna be putting this on my toast. And then in the oven, time for these to come out. I made soy curls with liquid aminos, and then we have roasted zucchini. Ooh, I need to toast my bread. So these are the Butler soy curls. I rehydrated them in hot water, and then I added some liquid aminos on them. You can add whatever spices you want. And then I roasted them with the zucchini at like 425. Every oven's different. I've learned that from being here with Michaela. This oven is very different from the oven that I have. So we're gonna plate all this up. Michaela definitely likes her bread more toasted than me, because that's toasted for sure. Very simple breakfast. Okay, so here we go. We have my toast with guac, the soy curls, and the veggies. This is super duper simple. We will meditate and eat. Walk complete. It is time to shower, finish up work, pack up, get ready. One of my best friends is getting engaged. So I'm gonna make some lunch. I think I'm gonna have like a later lunch because we're going to the restaurant to celebrate the engagement at 6:15, and they're gonna be like eating there, but of course I'm not gonna get anything. It's like a pub bar situation. So we still have sandwich ingredients. So I'm gonna have a sandwich again. And I know, I'm sorry that it isn't more exciting and I don't have something new for you, but this is real life. You know, when you buy sandwich ingredients, when you have the pickles and you have the roasted red peppers, you gotta eat the pickles, you gotta eat the roasted red peppers. We've got the bread, we've got the mustard, we've got the peppers and the onions. So that is what I'm gonna do. And then I might have a salad later. My thing is I don't want to eat too little vegetables because then my digestion is no good. Like, I like to keep things moving. So I don't want to eat nothing later, but I don't want to be starving when we're there either. So I think this is a good sweet spot. Make this sandwich, and then later I might have a late night salad. I've got an early flight tomorrow. Actually, it's not that early, but I gotta ask Michaela what time I should leave here. My flight's at 9:40 from O'Hare, and then we gotta celebrate Healthy Parents Anniversary, so I will take you along for that. We also got these beautiful cherries. They're on sale at Aldi for $2.99. So how gorgeous are these? Cherries in the summer. There is nothing better. Question for you. Do you like these cherries or do you like the Rainer cherries? Comment and let me know. Okay, we are about to head to the surprise engagement for one of my childhood best friends. And we're heading to a bar, and it's gonna be a situation where people are eating and drinking, they're gonna order food. And so I'm gonna bring in some contraband Chipotle, and I purposefully brought this purse so that I could put it into the purse and sneak it in, because you're not usually supposed to bring food from other establishments into other establishments. But I looked at the bar online, and it looks like we're gonna have a back room and people are gonna be ordering food. It looks like a place where I might be able to sneakily have this. And if not, I'll figure out, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I'll put my Chipotle order up on the screen. I did order a salad because Chipotle is tricky. You think, I'd be able to get a rice bowl or a burrito, but the rice is super oily. And of course the tortillas are loaded with oil as well. So I get a salad, and instead of getting dressing, because the dressing is like more calories than the salad itself, I do double mild salsa, and it just gives a really great flavor to everything. And instead of doing rice for like a starch, I'll double up on beans so that I get a starch portion in. So yeah, let's hide this in my bag and hope it goes well. And this is probably gonna be it for everything I eat. In my next clip, I will be home talking to you about kombucha. All right, guys, I am back home, and there's a saying that when you travel, you leave your colon at home. AKA, your digestion is gonna be off when you're traveling, and I'm so excited to be able to come home to homemade kombucha. I made my own kombucha, so if you've been following my at-home kombucha making journey, you will know that I made kombucha for my fiance with like the sugar and everything in it, but then I wanted to make kombucha for me. So that I did. I made my own kombucha, and I used a fruit tea, and I fermented it, but I didn't add any sugar. It's an herbal tea, it's no caffeine, and I love being able to have control over that and to make the exact kombucha that I'm looking for. I was at Whole Foods and I was looking at the kombucha. First off, it's so expensive, it's caffeinated, it has sugar added to it. So the ability to make gut-friendly kombucha with probiotics that are gonna nourish my gut post-traveling, chef's kiss. So this is the iGulu. This is the sponsor of today's video. It can be made to make beer, or you can use it to make kombucha. So you're happy, and if your hubby drinks beer, he's happy too. It is an investment, but it pays for itself over time, especially if you're already buying kombucha. This will pay for itself, and your body's gonna thank you for it because you'll be able to make kombucha that doesn't have all of the junk added to it. So as we know, the gut is the second brain, and the ability to feed the gut microbiome with probiotics is so important. Probiotics are the living gut bacteria that are the #1 marker of our gut health. The more diverse and robust of a gut microbiome you have, the stronger your gut is. And like I said, the gut is the second brain, the gut-brain connection. So post-traveling, I'm so happy to have my kombucha here. I was so excited to come home to this. I thought to myself, traveling is stressful, and I thought, I'm gonna come home, my kombucha is gonna be waiting for me. I can sit down, have my kombucha, unpack, and relax. If you want to get your own machine, and we can be twins, like I said, you can use it to make your kombucha, and your husband can make it to use beer, or maybe even non-alcoholic beer. You do what you want to do. I'm a huge fan of that, the non-alcoholic route. It is linked down below, and I have a discount code as well. So thank you so much to iGulu for sponsoring today's vlog. I love you, honeys, and I'll see you in my next one.